Hello everyone, Gamer Ryan 3587 playing NBA 2K26, Philadelphia 76ers, my NBA games. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Let's aim for 400 subs and 50 likes. It really help the channel grow. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on YouTube and X. Thank you. Peace. Just an update. This is the team that the Philadelphia 76ers lost to tonight. The Atlanta Hawks. Boo. Boo. 76ers are... And in the regular NBA season, the Philadelphia 76ers record is 14-11. They're in 7th place, so hopefully they get back to winning and get back in the W column once Tyrese Maxey returns. Sorry for the little pause. I was just making sure my mic was on. Yeah, doing a little bit of a mic test. Make sure my mic was on.
Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have, and that's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason, which guys have taken their game to the next level.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Risa Shea at the small forward. The post pairing Johnson along with Porzingis, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's McCain. And it's Risa Shea with the rebound. Young with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Young's got the green light off the catch there and everywhere else.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the dunk by Risa Shea.
Yeah, if you give Risa Shea a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Boston. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Paxson coming off the assist from Young.
A big man with big-time range. Porzingis is a legit threat from three-point land.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Young drives in. Basket good. Young's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from me.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Outside, George. The three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
After Rizachet. Embiid against Porzingis. Now Young. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Now that's how you finish up an alley-oop. Outstanding initiative by Porzingis.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. For three, Oubre drills the three-pointer.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Oubre for three. The 76ers another three.
Out of their last 5 games, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Well, that time attacking the rim. Rizachet is a true 3-level scorer.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding threes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. Crowns with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To the middle, here's Rizachet. The basket good, off the assist from Young. That's now 8 points for Rizachet. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against Orlando. Here's Grimes. The 76ers, another three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's the three. The three ball. Walker with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Grimes. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the left wing, Porzingis finds Johnson. Young outside. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Grimes. 4 on the shot clock. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Lowry for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
After Rizachet. No good from outside. The shot missing. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Kennard, also Wallace out there. And Gay is in at the power forward.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
For 3, Oubre. And he's good on the 3 ball. Oubre's got 15 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
Oubre, good.
He's getting in the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams deciding to change it up. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
And good that time. Krejci's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest on the offense.
So it's Atlanta now, after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Outside, Porzingis spins, and it's blocked. Here's Edgecombe, covered by Okongwu. This one for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Atlanta, it's good from long range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Kennard on the wing. It's an alive. Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got 9.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Harris's shot is good. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Walker's checked in for the 76ers. Brendan Watford comes in for Harris. Atlanta making a switch here. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Watford. 3-pointer. Kennard with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. A nice shot by McCain.
And you look at Edgecombe, he had really good assist numbers in college, and there you could see it translate at this level.
They get a hand on it.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Fires from the wing. Johnson with the rebound.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Lets it go from 11. Johnson with the rebound. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Celtics in Boston. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hits it from 3-point range. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there. From deep, George. Good on the 3-point shot. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Well, that's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this quarter. He is heating up.
Young pass to Kennard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
At this kind of range, it might almost be too easy for Kennard.
The Hawks trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Launches a 3. Edstrom, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Redford. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
A nice shot by Young. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
After the review, is overturned.
Out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the NBA replay center in Secaucus is clearing it up.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Looking at Atlanta, they're facing a team with similar aspirations. Good measuring stick game for them.
Yeah, like 2.
And let's circle back now to that first half. The Sixers find themselves in a tense one.
They're clicking.
That'll do it for our show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kelly Oubre having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The pairing up front is Harris and Embiid. Jared McCain is out there with Edgecombe. And it's George in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
That's an assertive play by Johnson. He was really looking to answer that last one.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
And the former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
And stolen by Harris. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Johnson outside. Pass to Rizachet. Johnson with a screen on George. And then Johnson with the jam.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Edgecombe with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Embiid. Good, nice job down low. And it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Some changes for Philadelphia. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the 76ers.
And the three ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for him. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Lowry for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get it back. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Pass to Lowry. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 6 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And the big-time scoring night from Johnson continues. This guy has solidified himself as a very good player.
Porzingis with the block. And Riza the bucket on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 assists tonight. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a 1-point game. Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
55 seconds left in the 3rd. To the inside. Pass to Grimes. Drains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Lowry from outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he's been doing it for such a long time. The defense has to play Lowry tougher from 3.
Sweet move, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
For Atlanta, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
For 3, Oubre. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. Alexander Walker on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Krejci in at the point.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Hawks trail by 3. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish for Johnson.
Ivey with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Inside. And the basket by Krejci.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Oubre. Edwards, he's checked in for Gordon. And Jared McCain subbed in for Quentin Grimes. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. In the huddle, he reminded them, quote, "This would be a huge statement if we can finish this off, but we have to stay focused until that final buzzer. It would be a big upset if they can hold on, guys."
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. For 3, Edwards. Kennard with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. On the wing, Johnson to take the lead. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
After Rieseshay tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Edwards from 19. That one goes.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivey is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Young fires, misses the 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with it.
And he does not hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Into the lane.
Yeah, just a tenacious play by Rieseshay. He wants to be the guy who delivers for his team in these moments.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He knows every possession is critical now. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Okongwu. They led by as much as 10. Lowry knocks down the 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Jacks up a 3. Johnson rips down the board. The Hawks trail by 6. Into the lane. Basket is good.
Rieseshay so talented with the ball in his hands.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's George. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
It's stolen by Lowry. The 19-foot shot. And it doesn't go.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation. Well, I guess that's why they call him Ice Trae. He is cold-blooded.
The Hawks trail by 6.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
The 3 goes down.
That's what they really want to get from next one, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Harris comes in for Trendon Watford. Kelly Oubre's checked in for George. And Ivy subbed in for Edgecombe. Puts up the 3. A three-pointer. Good.
Coming up big. What toys from Risacher on that clutch bucket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession. You will credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
No, the savvy Kyle Lowry brings to his game is really special. He's so good at exploiting your weaknesses and causing trouble for you on both ends.
Outside, Oubre. It's in. His shot is pure. Outside, Porzingis.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he's just fine.
We won! Woo!
And he's making
Ooh,
some
Sixers.
He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kelly Oubre.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. Edgecombe out there with Jared McCain. And it's George in at the 3. And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft E.J. Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
Powell passes to Mitchell. Here's where. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Harris outside. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
Well, I just love that response right there by Harris. You can tell this guy wants to compete.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. He talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's where. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates. He is an aggressive passer for his position.
The 3 from Edgecombe. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And that one's good. Mitchell.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that. You can't have a better start than that. Connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Hero for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 on 3s here in this first quarter. Basket counts. George has got 5 points.
Well, that makes his night a little bit easier when Paul George gets a look like that inside.
Here's Hero, and he dumps it down. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Embiid from outside. They get it back. George's shot is good. He has 7.
Well, that's just all about hustle by Paul George. He got great positioning inside, and he used that body to convert.
Wow, it's good. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number 1. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
That's the spot where Adebayo can do the most damage.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Harris misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So for Miami, Andrew Wiggins checked in for Bam Adebayo, and Jaime Jaquez is subbed in for Mitchell. First free throw is good. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A great addition. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Well, that's one thing about Jaquez. He is really competitive. Comes back with the answer at the three-point line.
Here's Grimes. Releases from the wing and drills it. Grimes has got 5 points.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place. Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's the three. Walker's shot is off. Miami leading by 3. For 3, Powell. And again, Miami with a triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Potemski. Up again. The rebound by Ware. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Jaquez, and he jams it home with authority.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Pass to Oubre. The three. And Hero grabs the board. And it's Miami's ball. 8-point game. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Fires it. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Now here's Hero, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And so Hero nails both of them.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
And so it's Miami ending the quarter up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Hey guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
They've got Andrew Wiggins, Iacochonis out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Jaquez in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Oubre for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Well, I love when Wiggins finds a way to get into the paint and doesn't settle for that jump shot. Finding a way to get close to the rim.
Hits a three-pointer. Oubre's got 6 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Adebayo finds Beasley. Here's Iacochonis. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Here's Grimes. Rebound Miami. They've led by as much as 10. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you guys.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Bonas checked in for Drummond. Harris comes in for Oubre. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Edwards. And Jared McCain subbed in for Grimes. Itakes on the wing. Pass to Powell. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land. 9 points in the game.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And when you think of the league's point of attack pest, Davion Mitchell earns his keep defensively, Lex.
Well, we've all taken notice of that on-the-ball defense. He is one of the best in the league at that, but he is starting to find his scoring prowess in this league as well as he continues to improve his efficiency.
Great defender. Back to Adebayo. Ooh, Adebayo, forceful.
Oh my goodness, 2 loud points for Bam.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Harris on the wing. Three-pointer hits the trifecta. Harris has got 6.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And McCain pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Moody from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Moses Moody.
That is an aggressive move inside by Adebayo. He knew the contact was coming, and he was undeterred.
Tyler Heroes checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, 3 main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also BA switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defense as one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that.
It's 5 guys on a string. Man, this guy is a natural bucket getter. It is so difficult to slow him down.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And the 76ers with some changes. Pass to Watford. The 3 ball. The rebound by Wiggins. Miami leading by 6. Hero for 3. That one is off.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Got it.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And the 2025 postseason showing how far the Heat have to go, Lex.
That was a 4-game sweep at the hands of the Cavs by a record combined margin of 122 points. Then again, over the regular season, Cleveland did win 27 more games, so the outcome wasn't entirely surprising.
Pass to Walker. Back to Podziemski. From deep. Offensive rebound. George outside. Puts up a 3. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Kept alive. Hero for 3. That doesn't go either for Hero.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat. Pass to Hero from behind the arc. It's rebounded by George.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, it's stolen. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Shot is good by Gordon.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Norm Powell. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Walker. Harris comes in for Watford. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Gordon. And Jared McCain subbed in for Podziemski. The Heat with the lead.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
The three from Edgecombe. Rebound Miami. Here's Jaquez. And again, no good by Miami. That shot missing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, up one. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please represent the center court.
Looking at Philadelphia, I love a new season, new faces, new places. Get to watch the rookies develop. Nothing better.
Circling back to our featured game, the Miami Heat find themselves in a pretty even matchup.
When you look at how they're getting their points,
that does it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And for Miami, they're shooting it well at 59%. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce. She's got an injury update on Norm Powell. What do you have, Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with the Heat's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Despite the longer time frame for a full recovery, the training staff is letting him play. We'll be keeping you updated as we hear more, but for now, he's not going to let this slow him down.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
Well, we certainly wish him the best during his recovery process, but right now, it's really next man up.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. Edgecombe out there with Jared McCain. And it's George in at the small forward position. That gives him the lead. Edgecombe's got 6 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Nice shot by George.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The kick out to Adebayo. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
This one for 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Embiid can't hit.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Hero. Inside. Where? That's good. And now a 6-point Heat lead.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A new lineup here for Philadelphia. And we have a chance to take a look at the teams that are wreaking havoc with their defense this past month. Number 1, the Heat.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back to you guys.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Now Powell. There's the 3. And Watford pulls it down. Grimes to the ball. Started now by Mitchell. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound and get it back up.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Hero, no good. The Sixers trailing. Oubre passes to Grimes. Shoots over Hero. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Pass to Hero. Launches a 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
Put Hero anywhere on the arc and he'll shoot it. I mean, he is so confident.
Philadelphia moving it around. Grimes parries it from 3. Grimes has got 10 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Jaime Jaquez has checked in for Miami. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Lex?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
The 3 from Edgecombe. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, again, Edgecombe with a bucket. A glimpse into his potential. He's got serious promise.
Jaquez up top. He's got 5. And Adebayo slams it in.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. That one falls. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And coming into the league, Drummond didn't have this. Now he knows how to make this consistently.
Powell outside. A different look for Miami. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Norm Powell. And Beasley has subbed in for Hero. 50 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Beasley outside. Adebayo, a screen on McCain. Beasley misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out to the wing. From downtown. And the 76ers another 3.
When this guy starts hitting 3s, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's Adebayo. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Adebayo's got 21 points in the game. Moody passes to Drummond. Now here's McCain. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. Beasley outside. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Larson. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Larson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And that's not going to go. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Andrew Wiggins, Jaime Jaquez out there with Norman Powell. And then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Mitchell in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And Embiid getting in on the three-point party.
Outside Mitchell, the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. For 3, Gordon. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Mitchell, the pass to Beasley. Outside Jaquez. 3-pointer. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Now Philadelphia with it. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Tobias Harris checked in for Gordon.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beasley with it, now guarded by Moody. And again, no good by Miami. The Sixers lead by 9. Here's Oubre. Harris. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good positioning that time by Harris. He set himself up in a perfect spot to grab that offensive board. That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
The 3, here's Harris. The rebound by Beasley. Miami's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Beasley with a screen on Oubre. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the official.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Look at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Bam Adebayo comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Beasley. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bona comes in for Embiid. And it's Walker in for Tobias Harris. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he nails it!
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 14-point game. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Now George. And yes, sir! Hits the wide-open J.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Hero! Can't hit it.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Releases from 15. No good. The Heat shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Mitchell. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Philadelphia leading by 13. Now George unloads, and he buries the jumper.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the 76ers with some changes. Powell outside. again. And that's money on the layup.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
The Sixers lead by 13. Harris buries it from outside.
Well, that's a Tobias Harris special right there. A deep corner three.
Well, the Heat's shooting around 51%. That's a good number. It's intercepted. Watford with it, guarded by Adebayo.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the 76ers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Here's Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The shot by Watford, no good. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Mitchell with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Adebayo. And he drops it in from the low post. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Drains the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
Pass to Moody. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
And a foul called on Brandon Kajemski. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hero. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paul George.
And that's going to end this broadcast. If you're new to the live stream broadcasts or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan, 587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. So let's aim for 400 subs with the likes to really help the channel grow. Thank you. Peace.